So I have to turn off the main water, and I am not a plumber. We could result in having a flood. Oh dear, quick, turn it back. I definitely should have worn a belt today. We're gonna have the female equivalent of a plumber's butt, a whale tail. All right, we have got our supplies. We got our caulking gun and drywall. At least I think it's drywall. Let's go fix this hole. Oh my gosh, it's so hot in here. I want to take off my pants. I am repairing the hole in the wall. I cut out this size and I made my own little patch that matches it. I'm hoping that it's gonna be okay because it did rip on the one side there. It's not quite 1.5 inches over it like it's supposed to. I figured it's probably good enough and I don't want to cut another piece. Oh, I really wish I could take my pants off. Now we get our mud. Oh dear. Oh, it's still too big. We're gonna get it in there. Oh dear. This stuff, I hate this stuff. It's not thin like drywall mud, it's all putty-like. Oh, shoot.
It was at this point that I should have realized I was using spackling instead of drywall mud like was recommended.
What you're going to do is take some mud that you get at the store, and you can buy this in this larger bucket like this.
Oops.
Now I can't remember if I was supposed to put putty all around there, but I did. And now we stick it to that. Okay, so we got our patch on the wall. Let's make it pretty, shall we? This is just bad. Oh dear. Oh dear. Don't think that's supposed to rip. This is very old drywall that I'm using because I didn't want to buy a whole sheet of drywall for a patch. This is a lot of mud. I'm pretty sure that it's quite obvious there's a patch there. It's probably like a couple inches out. We got some feathering to do. My professional opinion from my limited experience is that this is not going well. This patch keeps getting bigger and bigger. I think that's gonna have to be good enough and we'll see how it turns out. I stopped doing renovation work and I think I'm just going to have a basic regular evening. Look how beautiful those leaves are. I'm gonna have a pumpkin spice latte right there. Today I am wearing shorts because it was so hot yesterday, but now it's actually quite cold, so I'm going to attempt to change out the old faucet with the new one, but there's a few complications that we're running into. Before any of that, we have to go to Home Depot to get sealant and the sealant tape stuff. We'll find it. All right, so we have arrived. So, amateur tip for my female friends. Going into Home Depot, if you want credibility, don't wear a full face of makeup or your hair done up. I once went in there with everything up done and really shows how little I know what I'm doing. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm figuring it out and I want to look like I do, so. Also, don't bring in a vlogging camera, instantly all credibility lost. I got my supplies, now we're off to the Dollar Tree to get some more supplies. I'm going to try and fix the epoxy mess ups that happen on the countertop. So I'm seeing if they have a graduated cylinder. All right, we have collected all of our supplies from various sources and it's time to head out. I am interested to see how the patch turned out after finding out that drywall mud and putty are not interchangeable. Oh my gosh, I can't even look at it. I might have ruined her wall. Well, there's a patch. Okay, let's sand it and see how it works. Okay, I have to say, this turned out great. The towel wrap will cover it, so I think it's gonna be fine. What do you know? Now this will be interesting. So we're changing out this faucet and that thing, but the water line doesn't have any valve to turn it off here. So I have to turn off the main water, and I am not a plumber. We could result in having a flood. I don't understand any of this. Well, I turned something off. Let's see if this turns off. Is it going to run dry? It's still coming out. Well, that clearly didn't work. Oh dear, quick, turn it back. Oh my. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna touch that anymore. Okay, I am giving up on the sink until I have help with the plumbing. For now, we're gonna fix the resin counter, because as you can see, there's these little dimples that happened. And I used a hot air gun like I was supposed to get rid of the air bubbles, but maybe it just didn't get it all. So, we're gonna touch up that. I definitely should have just left the resin alone, because it's a lot worse than it was. You can see the brush strokes, like what the heck happened there? There's a new whole dimple. Why did that dimple happen? Like I did the heat gun, I watched it for hours afterwards and checked it, and none of this was happening. When did this occur? Okay, so this is our current state of my patch. It's okay. I am not impressed. Why? Why did the epoxy have to be like that? And why did the hole have to be such a bad patch? At this point, my only hope is that the paint will somehow cover it. You can see this very clearly. Let's cover that bad boy up. Please just disappear. Oh my! Oh, it's so thick. It's so thick. There's probably gonna be a huge shadow. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Can you see that? Just don't look, don't look. Derek's gonna look at this and be like, what did you do? I am so embarrassed right now. Will it go away if I just put more paint on it? Maybe she can hang a picture right there. Derek did not believe me that there's no valves down here.
No, I
Can you believe me now?
I just said that it could be underneath.
Okay, so now I think we're gonna get rid of the dogs and figure out the water situation. Oh, no, Derek is keeping the dog. Into the basement. Oh, puppy.
I don't do my life.
Okay, so this over here was the lever that I turned off.
Yeah, so
There's
that,
the
that
one by
means
the
this
water
whole
meter.
thing has to drain still.
Oh, so that's why that didn't work.
That's correct. So this is a turn valve.
Oh, it is? I wondered about that.
Actually, it might not be.
Plumbing with puppies.
Yeah, this is your mixing valve, so.
Okay, we are instructed to turn on the water now. I'm going to put the puppy down because it's very difficult to do anything with a puppy in your hand. Bye. Okay, let's see if this one drains. It finally stopped!
We're
is
taking this whole
gross.
thing out.
This thing and this.
The dropper.
Yeah.
Oh, that you don't have the right tools for that. You
Why?
need a big wrench, the crescent wrench, to take off the gasket. You can't do that with your hand. Those are big wrenches.
Well. So we're coming to our source of tools. Dad.
Keep them on me.
Well, I returned them for the most part.
Did you take one of these?
No. How old is that thing?
Perfect. Thank you. This is a pipe wrench.
No,
I'm gonna
don't,
take both.
So we got our wrenches, or whatever they're called, tools that you need. Back to the house we go. It works?
Yep.
Yuck.
But see, so that's what you would put.
Ew.
If you could. Okay.
This is gonna be my best job done for the whole reno, mainly because I didn't do it. Derek was actually very nice when he saw my stuff and he didn't
You
tear
hold
it
the
apart.
top.
My contribution. Oh dear.
What do you mean? Oh dear.
All the gunk underneath there.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Look at that, all polished. So you need plumber's putty, which I knew to pick up. And this sealant tape. Putty is like Play-Doh. I think it might have been God's divine intervention to make it so that I couldn't have turned off the water. And Derek is now doing this instead of me, because I think it could have been a huge disaster. A lot of leaks, potential flooding, and a lot more damage than repair. Alright, so I primed it and I just put the coat of paint on. And it's not too bad actually. You might get away with it. Well, while Derek is doing that, I don't really have much to do myself. But the paint is really acting up. It's starting to bubble up. Like, look, can you see that? blistering. It's got boils. This is the second time. How's it coming? Here's your sandwich. Alright, well it started getting late last night, so we just focused on the replacements, the Renos, and I forgot to keep vlogging, but I can give you a little update.
So this was the before. I do have to give myself a little bit more credit. I took off all the fixtures, mudded the walls, painted the countertops and the walls, took off all the cabinets, painted those, put on new fixtures, and then epoxied the counter. I did look up how to do this. I also looked up how to do the sink, but that just went awry. Then of course the lovely hole in the wall, which you saw. And here's the final product.
Cute, amazing music. I put that up all by myself. Look at that patch. Look at that. Oh yeah. White as can be. Flat and smooth. But I have to say, I'm quite proud of these little renovations. I actually did it. This is just goes to show that you can learn how to do something new. I'm a registered nurse. I am not a renovationist. I am no contractor or builder or painter or anything. But just because something's not your area of expertise doesn't mean that you can't learn how to do something and semi-do it. So in today's day and age, you don't really have any excuse of saying, I don't know how. Because you have YouTube, you have the internet. There's basically information on every single thing out there that you can learn how to do. Mind you, there are certain things that you shouldn't try to do on your own, like say plumbing for example. If you come into a situation that is not black and white, or is not something that you should be doing, do not do it without help. Also electrical. That's another thing that I've learned is that you don't want to just DIY electrical stuff. I would never want to rewire anything. I don't think that's legal. Until next time, I think that's it. Also, I need to look at you, not above you, at you. So I'm sorry for not having good eye contact. I have to work on that. Bye!